Hey guys, this is Psy with another commentary for you. You might have noticed that there is no Psy in the title of this video. It's not going to be a game that I played. I'm going to take a little break from casting my own games just because the ESL is going on in that Intel Masters tournament, whatever it's called. I don't follow it as much as I should, but there are a lot of IdrA replays or IdrA replays available, and he is my man crush, so I'm going to be casting some of his games. And this is a short one played on Metalopolis against Sarens, and IdrA is MYM Sunny. He doesn't have a European account, so he is using this account. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this game. I just love the play. I just love watching IdrA play. I actually went through all 5 of his replays, and I actually selected his name and went on his cam, and I went to the production tab and I was following everything he was doing and just trying to emulate him as best I can when I actually play, just because he's an amazing player. Rage aside, he's just so much fun to watch. So unfortunately he did get some suspensions from different leagues for his Rage, so you won't see him in as many games as you might, and he's also toned down his Rage, unfortunately, but this is going to be a good game nonetheless. So IdrA on the bottom, red Zerg, Sarens on the right of Metalopolis, blue Terran. Getting his gas first usually means a Reaper opening or a factory, very fast factory opening. IdrA going with the 15 gas as opposed to a 14 gas. You guys have known from my replays I was a big fan of the 14 gas, 14 pool. IdrA actually goes 15 gas, 15 pool, so slightly more economical, but you will get those lings out, the queen out, and the speed out slightly slower. But it's not a huge difference, and of course IdrA would wait longer because he is a hardcore macro player. Notice his scouting overlord did not scout the Terran over there. Now moving it on to the next location, and this overlord, it'd be pointless to send this overlord straight to the opponent just because it can get picked up by any Marines on the way, and it's not going to get there in time, and so on and so on. So he's actually sending it along the outskirts to go check out the natural here. The drone did get in the base, do a little bit of scouting, and now he is doing an extractor steal, taking it off the extractor, doing a little bit of scouting, seeing the tech lab, and putting it back on the extractor. So pretty cool play. You're only losing about 6 minerals when you cancel that, so just that little delay. Running back is letting him know, okay, Reapers are coming, I'm going to need my speed right away. Luckily, he picked a great build for the speed. It's now getting started, and if we look at the production, he's now getting nitro packs for his Reaper, first Reaper coming out, as well as 4 lings and speed for IdrA. So usually when a Terran player gets Reapers this early and you go a 14 gas or 15 gas, the Reapers will be there and start annoying you a little bit before your speed kicks in, so you'll have to use your queen to fend them off a little bit. And you'll see here IdrA is getting a second queen already. He's going to inject with that first one, and the second one will do the next injection, and this one is going to be laying a creep tumor, and that'll allow some mobility for the queen to maybe go down here and take out this bunker. Kind of weird that Sunny is placing this bunker so early. His Reaper is timed just perfectly though, going to be able to fend off those lings, and he's going to complete this bunker, but IdrA maintains all of his composure. He's not worried. He doesn't even need a spine crawler. If you don't feel comfortable approaching this kind of situation, you can get a spine. I was doing that in a couple of my games, but after watching these, I think IdrA handles it much better. This queen has sight of this ledge. Second queen is in, and like I said, there goes the tumor, and there goes the second inject. So always nice having a couple queens out against this early Reaper play. Still doing that gas steal, a couple SCVs being annoying right there, and he's pumping out massive Raxes, so we might see a Marauder switch or just more mass Reapers, keeping them along the outskirts. And what Saren was doing there is trying to get sight with one of the Reapers while the other one shot around, but IdrA, he's got complete visibility over here with those lings on the edge, and now Saren sees the amount of lings that IdrA has, and he doesn't even try to save that bunker. I don't even know if he salvaged it, to be honest. Continuing to pump Reapers. There goes that gas. We should see him taking that pretty soon, and quite a few lings going to poke up the ramp. Seeing a couple Reapers actually backed off a little bit too soon, should have kept going up, and now look at this. This is one of the most awesome parts. Okay, I'm going to back this up a little bit. Now obviously these 2 Reapers are going to be able to kill these lings just with a lot of micro jumping up and down cliffs. So what does IdrA do? He's going to run to the mineral line, but you don't want to get cluster effed in all the SCVs and then the Reapers are just chilling out here and shooting at him. So look what he does. He splits his lings off. He puts 4 down here to deal with the Reapers, another Reaper out, and his Reapers can't just run up and try to shoot these SCVs because these guys will pick away at him. So he's getting a lot of SCV kills. What was he at? He was at about 22 or 23. Now he's down to 18, so getting 4 SCV kills, or maybe even 5, just because he decided to do a little split, decoy these Reapers while the Lings in the mineral line killed quite a few SCVs, so that was pretty sweet. Now 2 creep tumors, another benefit of having an extra queen so early is you can spread creep mondo fast. More Reapers coming in, and IdrA doesn't actually have any Zerglings or anything. That creep tumor getting sniped. There's a couple of them. Let's go back to the production tab. Roach Warren going up just because he does see the massive Reapers when he went up here with his Lings. Another tech lab on a barracks, and Lings are pretty good for dealing with small amounts of Reapers like this. But once you kind of reach a certain point as a Terran player with lots of Reapers, you're really going to need something else like Roaches. See, 3 more, and IdrA only has 4 Lings right now, 6 Lings. So the Roaches are a good idea, going lair tech as well. Still off 1 gas. You'll notice he was just using only minerals, and that's why his gas is so high right now. The only gas he's used this game were actually the link speed and the lair, so yeah, it just shows you can go lair off 1 gas. And immediately after that layer finishes, we should see some roach speed and some roaches. Now he's just kind of holding this little ground up here, Sarens is. Not using the Reapers to harass any drones so far. So I'd say IdrA's defending this pretty well. Maybe the roaches could have come a little bit sooner because he is losing a lot of Lings. And when you lose Lings, you have to train Lings. And when you're training Lings, you're not training drones, obviously. So there's always room for improvement, even for IdrA. But so far he's handling this quite well. There goes the roach speed. Not the highest saturation on here just because of what I said earlier. Reapers allow so much pressure early game, and you just have to keep your eye on the minimap as a Zerg player. It's always nice to have your overlords along the outskirts to watch any jumping. He's got one out here, that's pretty nice. And he's actually floating in the sacrificial overlord to do a little bit of scouting just to confirm, you know, what he already probably knew. That the Terran player was going heavy infantry, a lot of Reapers. We are seeing Marauders coming out as well. If we look at the Harvester tab, very even. But the thing is, the Terran player might be a bit oversaturated with all these SCVs and that mule on there. So he's just now planting down that second base. And we'll probably see a transfer out of him as well. But IdrA has been running off 2 bases for a little bit, so I'd give him the small economic advantage right now. It's probably going to even out because of the mules and because of the second base. And just continuing to do very minimal damage with a high number of Reapers. Once these roaches do get that speed, that's almost done researching here. It's going to be tough for the Reapers to do much more. Hopping up here, might get into the drone line. Yes, killing 2 drones, and now he's going to try to pick up the Lings, but the roaches are just now getting their speed upgrade, killing them so fast. It only takes, 4 shots for a roach to kill a Reaper, and if one of those Reapers takes a hit from the Lings, it only takes 3 shots. So what's he doing? He takes out all those Reapers. Now he's counterattacking with, what do we have here? Let's pause this, look at the unit tab. He's got 20 Lings and 12 roaches against 8 Marauders and 1 Reaper, so his timing is perfect. Right when the expansion goes down, before Sarens is able to make money off of his transfer of SCVs, and he's going to bring in the Lings here, surround these Marauders so they can't get up the ramp, and Sarens is in big trouble right now. He GG's just because he knows losing all those SCVs and Marauders, he can just kind of walk up the ramp, do whatever he wants, go mass drone if he wanted. But nicely played, a great example of how to defend against Reapers. My only critique, which is kind of funny because I'm critiquing IdrA and he's godlike, is that his roaches were a little bit too slow, but well played by IdrA. I hope you guys enjoyed this replay. I do have some games against some people like Louder and KioXC coming up, so I'll make sure to cast those in the future. I just want to do a quick cast here with a quick game with IdrA because he is my crush, as I said before. But that's it, guys. Thanks for watching.